Hi, my name is Laura Gavanter, and I am a Psych K facilitator and a intuitive alignment coach. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about what Psych K is, since it's a modality that many people have not heard of. Psych K stands for Key to the Psyche, and it is a way to communicate directly with the subconscious mind. The reason why this is so important is that 95% of the time we are being ruled by our subconscious mind, and then the remainder in our conscious mind. That sounds a little scary and a little mind-blowing, but it's actually the way our brains operate. We have been programmed, in a sense, from birth till around 7 years old in terms of our beliefs and our perceptions of the world. So this holds true for not only our opinions about ourselves, but also we make certain decisions about the world at large. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a safe place? Is it a dangerous place? Am I worthy? Am I not worthy? These are decisions that we make based on our experience, based on what we're told, and based on the feedback that we get from our environment. So what happens is that we go through life, in a sense, basically as like a 7-year-old child is operating our lives, who has a lot of information that they've gathered in those 7 years, but not a lot of experience. So people wonder why they are not able to accomplish certain things in their life, why they're able to, no matter how many times they try, they keep coming across certain obstacles and certain blocks because they don't know what has been programmed into their subconscious. We don't know unless we actually go and look there. Now, many times it's a very scary place, or even the idea of it is very scary because, it's the subconscious. We've almost been told we don't want to know what's in there because it's a dark place. But the thing is that once you actually can find out what is in your subconscious, which means what is ruling your life, you can actually take the steps to make the change. So the two basic ways that Psych K can do this is to determine what beliefs you may have that are no longer serving you, or maybe never served you, and also any past stress triggers or trauma that you may have in your subconscious, which it keeps continuously playing out in your life. So the way we determine what our limiting beliefs are is you think of something that you want to create or manifest in your life, and you come up with they're called goal statements, which is a belief that you want to be true for you, and then we muscle test it. So for example, someone who wants to create a successful business, and no matter what they do, no matter what steps they take or how they try, they're not able to do it. So we would come up with a goal statement. An example would be, it is easy for me to be a successful entrepreneur. We would muscle test this statement. There's a protocol of maybe about 6 or 7 steps, but we would first test and see, is this belief in alignment with what your programming is in your subconscious? Most likely it's going to test weak. When it tests weak, what that means is this goal statement, this belief is different from what your subconscious believes to be true for you. Causes stress in the body, the muscles go weak. So therefore, once we have this information that that's not what the programming is, we could actually do a process to put in a new belief that's going to serve you better. The other time we would use it to see if there is a stress trigger regarding this subject. So if someone thinks about being an entrepreneur and doing everything on their own, I would have them think of, okay, you're an entrepreneur, you're working by yourself, the idea of it's sink or swim, not knowing where funding's going to come from and so forth. And then once they're in that state, I would muscle test them. Again, if that thought causes stress in the body, the muscle goes weak. Therefore, now we can do a process to change the perception around that idea. Therefore, the thought of being a successful entrepreneur will no longer trigger a stressful reaction in the body. So these are two very, very powerful ways that we can use Psych K to transform limiting beliefs and any stress triggers that you may have. So that was just a little intro. In my next video, I'm going to talk about what actually happens in a session. And I hope you will join us for that.